Yo, 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 what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new edition of the NWH podcast, episode 31. Here to preview week 6 of the NFL. But honestly, like Thursday night football makes me not even want to talk about football. Some of these games are so exhausting. We got anything interesting, fellas?
What for
What do you
Thursday
mean?
night?
Just in general.
No, not really.
Bedard scored a goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go Blackhawks.
Go Blackhawks. The Braves suck. Bryce Harper has arrived.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess football's still supreme when I start thinking about everything else. But like always, joined here by Subi Demon. Joined here by Three Freel. We got our records below us, so hoping to do better than just above 500 like last week. Get those numbers up. Who will be at the lead at the end of next week? Maybe it'll be Three Frill, maybe it'll be Subi Demon, maybe I have a 16-0 sweep. Who knows?
it's gonna take a lot for you to climb back up to where we're at.
Or it could take a 16-0 sweep, which
There's
I got
no,
it.
there's no 16 games this week.
I need a 14-game sweep.
14 game sweep. Yeah,
Um, the bye week teams. Let's see, NFL bye week.
Packers.
Packers. Gavin, that guy you played in fantasy, that running back there. I already saw he's a free agent.
Yeah, I don't know what we need. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's the Packers, the Steelers, which like that's pretty chill. Who the fuck wants to see them? Uh, yeah. I guess let's get into Thursday night. Amazon keeps kind of fucking us, honestly. They keep giving us these games. I don't know like what it is with Denver and prime time, but this like we already know what this is to start off the football week. This is just a classic like Kansas City at home. Al Michaels just blazing. Oh, Mahomes, look what he could do. I mean, it's like I guess the question I got, Gavin, 10.5 points. Do the Broncos cover that?
It's the freest Broncos cover you've ever seen. 2 times last year with the Chiefs, they were within one score. Covered both times last year, and just the Chiefs in general, especially on prime time, do not cover. You know that 90% of bets are all going to be on the Chiefs. I, despite any football relation I've seen on the field, I love the Broncos to cover here, just because of the situation, not because of the football I've seen played was on both teams, but somehow, some way, this will be a closer game than it's supposed to. Give me the Broncos to cover 10.5, of course, easy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have it from like a betting perspective, but Chiefs by a million, obviously. It's Mahomes. Even I don't even know. I think isn't Kelsey kind of injured or something? But like, it's just gonna be Mahomes. But
You
yeah,
think?
like I do think Russell Wilson he's been pretty good against the Chiefs, where it's been like entertaining, close games to an extent.
Yeah, like when I saw this game and I saw a 10.5 point line, I'm like, all right, like we saw what happened last year. Yeah, the Chiefs were the best team. Not every game is going to be pretty, and those games against the Broncos, it didn't matter home or away, were both not pretty.
They were not, yeah, like
Although I do have to say it was almost like the Broncos were like opposite. Like last year it was like the defense was carrying while Russ was like pretty ass. And I feel like Russ is playing way better, but the defense kind of selling. So like I think Russ will cook. I think we'll get a good Russ Cooks game.
yeah, I think we get a cover 100%.
You know
But
what? I was kind of
yeah,
mad about this game. Now I'm excited. I was thinking about going to see a movie. I think I've talked myself into that, but
No,
Chiefs
this will
Chiefs
be
still win.
entertaining.
Chiefs still
yeah,
win.
like Chiefs obviously win, but I'm interested to see how the Broncos stick around and cover 10.5 points. It'll probably be a backdoor cover, to be honest. Probably like a last minute touchdown puts them down 10 instead of 10.5, and they cover some way like that. But let's move on to another London game. Is
Yeah,
this
is this the
is this
last one? And then there's still
really?
Germany games, right?
I don't know. There's 2 Germany, 2, 1?
Those are a little bit
I don't
later
know.
though.
Wow, yeah.
Uh,
When I was going over my notes, I didn't even realize the timing of this.
yeah,
Ravens
8:30
at
AM.
Titans. Titans home game.
Fucking bullshit ass home game doesn't count. We're not British. We are literally in like the middle of America in Tennessee. Tennessee borders 8 different states, the most by any state in the United States. Fun fact. Um, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of like cowboy hats, probably like a bunch of bullshit like that. Probably like a bunch of Lamar jerseys. Maybe Mark Andrews. I don't know. Like maybe they're not gonna be wearing Titans shit out there. I feel like I don't know. Uh, Weirdly, we win this one. I feel like it's pretty simple. You just got to get the ball to D Hop. You just got to run. We just can't run on 3rd and long. We can't like everything we did this past week, we have to like just not make those same mistakes, honestly, because Baltimore Ravens, they'll give us plenty of chances to be in this game no matter what happens. Like this won't no team in this game is going to get far away from the other one. Like this is going to be we're going to have to watch the whole time because Lamar's going to fumble it or someone's going to like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those like cheesy games, but Titans get away with this one overseas.
See, it's
I
interesting.
agree.
You agree with Titans?
Yeah, go ahead, Ben.
I see. Like, I want to go Titans just because I feel like they win every other week. But like Ravens last week, if like the receivers didn't, if they just dropped, if they caught a couple passes, like didn't drop those, I feel like that would have been a different game. Just changes the game. I don't know though. I like the Ravens. I think their offense has like actually been looking good, even though it's a weird system offense and like it's not super exciting. But I think they're gonna get it done. But honestly, it's just whoever's gonna get there latest because that's normally what the data is. Whoever leaves and the latest to get there usually wins.
That's interesting. I feel like I always think about it like, damn, like I'd want to be there, but I guess like the later you go, the less like it's gonna affect you. It's not like you're spending days jet lagged or something.
Yeah, I
So
don't know
Yeah.
how it works, but
When I was looking over this earlier, I just noted that it's a 4-point favorite to the Ravens, and I just think there's absolutely no shot the Ravens win this game by a touchdown. I think that if the Ravens do win this, it would be like a last minute field goal type of situation. I think it's going to be probably the best London game we've had, the closest London game. I think it's going to be back and forth. I think defense is going to play a lot of keys. I don't know if I can fully take myself into taking the Titans here. I'm probably still going to go with the Ravens, but I do think it's going to be a very close game. And as far as spread covers, I don't see Baltimore covering 4. If I were to take a spread, I would definitely go with Tennessee on the points here.
and I think it's also sick because I like last year we had like week 2 Monday night or some shit against the Bills prime time. Like we haven't gotten that opportunity where it's like everybody just gets to watch the Titans play. And everybody gets to see what we are. So I hope that when everybody's drinking their coffee Sunday morning, that we show that we're a formidable team.
hmm Yeah, I'm gonna be on the Ravens here, but I don't love it. I earlier when I looked over this, I said, what did I say? I said Ravens will probably lose and no shot they cover. But thinking about it more, I think I'm gonna still take the Ravens.
All right.
Ravens.
To get into Sunday, our first noon game, we have the Commanders at the Falcons. Washington 2.5 point underdog going into Atlanta. Fellas, I feel like we're all riding with the birds, right?
Yeah,
I don't think Ritter's lost at home, right?
yeah, I was gonna say
It's 8
I had
0.
wrote down that I think the Falcons are the most disrespected and undervalued team in football right now, and especially at home. That's one that's like it's just if you're gonna give me that kind of value on a team that's Ritter's undefeated at home, and quite frankly, I think that they're not getting the credit they deserve. I'm gonna take them, especially against a Commanders team that just got pummeled on live television by Justin Fields. Like if they want to play defense like that, Atlanta's gonna have a field day on them.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty simple. The Ritter at home thing. And then I don't know. Like the Falcons, bro, they can turn the ball over, but they're gonna keep running down your throat the entire game, and like that's gonna win them these close games. Like I think that's why they beat Houston last week. That's why they beat the Packers. Like
Yeah.
that's why they're gonna win a lot of their games. They just keep playing. So yeah, Falcons all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think like when you have a stat like that, like it's like Brock Purdy has not lost as a starter in the regular season yet. Like, why would you pick against it? If Desmond Ritter is going to be that good at home, I'm going to take it. And
Yeah.
two and a half points, like it could be a 2-point win. Like you really don't know.
I think
Yeah,
it's I think that's disrespect, honestly. I think it should be closer to like a 4.5, 5 in the Falcons' favor, especially at home. I think I could see the line being what it was if Washington was at home, but I think it's a little disrespect, and I think for as far as a money line goes, I think the Falcons is a safe bet to throw in this week.
Uh, Next game, I talked a little bit about this one yesterday or 2 days
this
ago.
is a
Whenever
defining game. I feel like.
Yeah, this one I said I only think they could beat like 2 teams in the league, the Vikings, and they're going into Chicago to beat the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
This is like a get back Vikings. Yeah, they're favored still, but like I guess from a football perspective, Justin Jefferson hits the IR. We hear that this morning. Uh,
Monday morning.
they need to not miss a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I
Like
mean,
this
I
team
think
knows like we got to step up. Everybody's got to play well. This is an easy win. Like if we lose this, like we're not doing shit when we get Buddy back.
especially I think as far as the rumors of Jefferson eventually gonna when is Jefferson gonna ask out, blah blah blah. I think that those are rumors as far as now, but I think that if this season doesn't turn around, those could very well become true. Like if they're just showing no sign of anything without him, yeah, I think he will probably ask out. So this is like you said, this is a defining game. If you can't go into Chicago, like I'm sorry, they showed heart in the Broncos game, but they were never winning that. Everybody who was watching that knew they were going to sell against any type of offense. Um, the Washington defense just couldn't do anything, leaving people open. And I think their pass defense is ranked one of the worst in the whole NFL. So that would check out. I think if like I don't know. If you look at these two offenses combined and you put them side by side, even without Jefferson, I think the Vikings still have a way better offense. And I think that I would probably argue the Vikings have a better defense. So on both sides of the ball, I'm just going to take the Vikings.
I think this is defining for the Bears too, because like I do think they could win this. Like I think it'll be close, or at least like competitive. But
I do.
if the Bears win this, I think their season looks a lot different. Like I don't know what their schedule looks like, but like that's two wins in a row. Fields probably has another good game if they win, so that's 3 good Fields games in a row. So it is tempting to take the Bears, but can't even
And
do it.
and I think the thing is for the Bears too, it would be like it wouldn't just be going to 2-4. It's you started 0-4 and now you're 2-4. Like
Yeah,
what can we do from here? And
yeah.
I guess it's
There's a lot of good teams that started like
like
0-4,
yeah,
one and
Vikings,
four.
like you're coming off a tough loss against the Chiefs. Like, all right, that's one we
They gotta win
probably
this
all
because they
had
play the
marked as a
Niners next
loss
week.
for you. But yeah, like you're not gonna have the most fortunate schedule. You're already down. You need to get this one.
100%.
Uh,
This
that's all
next game is
I gotta say.
really interesting. So wait, that's everybody on Vikings?
Did
Yeah,
they play this game last year?
Um,
probably.
I think if they did, there was injuries. I don't think we got the proper. I don't think we had a proper showdown between these two teams. I might be wrong, but we are talking about the Cincinnati Bengals or the Seahawks at the Bengals in Cincinnati. My thoughts on this would be the Bengals are back, but does that mean they're going to beat the Seahawks, who haven't looked bad at all? Like I'm not going to go into this like trashing the Bengals or anything. I think they had a bounce back game. I think they needed that. I think that they're going to have good momentum moving forward, but are they going to beat the Seahawks, who have looked really good? Not to say that I think that Gino is better than he was last year. I think if anything, it's a step down from what we were seeing last year. But they still don't look bad. They still look like they belong in these football games. They still look like They're going to put up a fight. I just think that in Cincinnati, this is a win the Bengals need more, especially at home. They need to turn the season around. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm same there. Bengals, Jamar Chase, 7-11, always open. Like he's bound to just have another game. I think he's gonna go off for the rest of the season.
I agree.
But like, yeah, dude, they just. I think this is when we see the Bengals. Like they might lose a few games or so, but they're gonna like have this stretch. But I agree. The Seahawks are a good team, but like I gotta take the Bengals momentum right now. I think the Seahawks just had their bye right last week, so
Yeah.
like they're fully rested. But yeah, give me Bengals.
And I think that's also going to play into the Bengals. I think that if the Bengals were coming off a bye or something like that, that's would be bad for them. And
Yeah,
their recency on the field will probably show in this game, and it's gonna be important, especially on offense. Alex,
Give me the healthier team. Give me the team with the better run game. Give me the team that has a better defense overall. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. They're 3-1 for a reason, coming off the bye. Gino is about to keep writing the next part of this chapter in his career. I genuinely think that they're a lock for the playoffs. I don't think them
I think
beating the
they'll make
Lions
the
was a
playoffs.
fluke at this point. The Seahawks are good, and they're going to continue to be good. They had a top 5 pick in the last game we saw. We got to see him get an interception. Like, they're not slowing down. They're not stopping. They got a good core. Kenneth Walker is insane. And I just like Gino as a healthy QB, which I believe he might even be questionable. So I might be wrong on that, but they're like questionable but playing type shit. So I don't know. Seahawks. I don't know why I picked against the Bengals two
I
weeks
probably
in a row.
would pick the Seahawks if it was in Seattle.
Maybe it's
yeah,
because I picked the Rams and the Bengals won that game, and I'm pissed at the Bengals.
see, yeah, I was doing that the last couple weeks as well. I definitely did that picking against the Saints last week, but yeah, I think that the Bengals being at home and their current situation with what they need to give themselves get themselves back in contender talks, I think that this is a very important game, especially at home. And yeah, if Jamar's going to be Mr. 7-Eleven and he's going to back that up, then they're going to win games.
Yeah, agreed. Next
But I
game,
do respect the Seahawks take.
yeah, I don't want to like be taken out of context and not sounding like I don't respect the Seahawks. But next game, Niners at Browns. It sucks. I think Watson's injured now too, but might as well sit him this week or something because you're playing. It's the Niners. Like
Watson, no way he's injured if the line's only 5.5.
Yeah,
he's
no,
like
I was going
questionable.
to
I think
say
he's playing, but like
this
he's
is the
injured.
this is the easiest money line to throw in your parlay and never think about.
Yeah,
Like,
Until they show us anything different, they are the best team in NFL.
yeah, like come on. And yeah, what's his name? Garrett, Miles Garrett. Like, yeah, that he's mean, but he's not like, yeah, he gets after the quarterback like nobody's business. But I just don't think it's gonna matter in this Niners game. Like,
He's playing against like one of the most expensive lines in the
yeah,
league. Like
like
they ain't worried about that shit. Brock Purdy's good. I don't know why they love to talk about the Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah, he got drafted that far down and it just happened that way, but he's good.
yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, everything
They
happens
want
for
to
a
keep
reason.
saying that, oh, like Mr. Irrelevant. Don't matter, man.
I mean, he single-handedly took their team to here. I mean, Trey Lance and Jimmy G, like they weren't doing what he was doing.
Yeah. And they had all the pieces, and then they were like, all right, I mean, I guess we're ready to get CMC. Like, fuck it, dude. I
mm-hmm.
mean, it's just
Pretty
kind of
simple though.
sad. Jimmy
49ers.
G. Yeah.
Next game, my Saints at the Houston Texans. Um, I don't know. This game's interesting. I'm obviously going Saints. I'm kind of just looking at it like the Falcons were able to play defense on them and make Stroud at least contain him. So I think that's going to be the same thing that we're going to be able to do on defense. It's just if the offense can produce again against the D'Amico Ryans defense, which I hope so. But like honestly, the one thing I know everyone should do is CJ Stroud's gonna throw a pick this week, so like bet that, guarantee it, literally guarantee it. We've been getting. I think we have maybe one game we don't have a turnover in or like an interception, so hammer that. But honestly, like I am confident in this game. I feel like last week's win against the Patriots, even though they were a bad team, was huge. Um, but even though it's in Houston, like I do like our chances. We just gotta. I don't know. I feel like we're good at messing with rookie QBs and young QBs. So we run good disguises and whatnot on defense. So it's really, yeah, I'm just looking at it from a defensive perspective, and I think we're going to be able to do what the Falcons did last week. And I think like if we don't, then there's obviously levels there.
I think personally, I'm gonna go with the Saints again. Saints, they're like they got guys that'll give you welcome to the league type moments. And CJ Stroud hasn't had anyone hit him hard enough, take the ball from him and laugh and run. Like he hasn't faced like those guys who really they're not gonna like be all nice and haha. Like it's like, hey, we're gonna come out here and kick your ass. And even though they're at home, one of the home dogs of the week, it's not a home dog I like. I like the Saints to win this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with I love the under in this game. I don't care what it is. I love that absolutely, and
I had to have hit last week.
yeah, I will be
For them.
taking, I will be taking what you said. CJ throw a pick, and yeah, I'm not as much as I want to take the Texans. I'm not doing it here. Defense wins games, especially
I think it could be close because like he is good.
he's
But
good,
he's
but
a rookie, so it's like
this team
we
is
should
young.
beat them.
This team is young. Defense is experienced all around. They know how to ball hawk. They know like I think like they're gonna bait him to throw at least one or two picks. And they're just young.
I really want his first pick too, to be honest.
They're gonna play off like off the experience and what they know. Like they're I feel like the Saints are just gonna have a very good read for this Texans offense, and if they can do anything like if they can get a takeaway in the red zone, like it's gonna be very easy for like you guys have loads of weapons. Like
Hmm.
the difference between the week before last week and last week was your defense took so much pressure off the offense and it was easy for them to score. They weren't playing from behind. It wasn't any of that. Like
Yeah,
when your defense is making it easy for you and your offense can relieve that pressure and just do what they do and even get the ball in good field position, like they're gonna get the job done. And yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Saints this week.
Saints all around.
Yep.
Next game, have these teams played week 1, right?
Yeah. I think Alex had one more thing to say about the Saints. Did you?
I just wanted to say Kamara touchdown lock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna have another good game.
Touchdown
Um,
lock in it.
Told said Jaguars though. Who Jags won the first one this year, right? Week 1.
Yes. And then
Yeah,
they
it's.
lost two
I
straight.
guess it's a Minshew revenge game too, because he started in Jacksonville. But like,
You gotta think with like everything.
Jaguars are on their little stretch right now.
And see, I'm kind of with that. I think the way we saw them play
2 in a
ball
row.
last week, they're gonna come home from 2 weeks in London, and they have a solid game plan. And if they could just control the game, play how they want to play it, like I don't see them having a problem winning this game. I talk shit, I'm like, oh, they weren't doing a lot. You'd like to see them do more, but you walk away with 2 wins the past 2 weeks, doing just ETN running it and kind of just doing not too much. I think they get it done again. I would love to believe in the Minshew mania, and maybe this will bite me in the ass, but I like Trevor Lawrence as like this is why it's my team, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love the Colts and I love them as like a kind of dark horse underdog this year, and I'm gonna rock with them from weeks to weeks because I think that they're gonna keep getting disrespected, especially as with Minshew playing. But this is not one of the games where I rock with them. Like I love the Colts. I love what they're doing. I think that they're one of the best young teams trending upward. But and I honestly see previous years Jacksonville in them a lot, and I think that they will soon get to where Jacksonville is now. But Jacksonville is just a step ahead, and they're just more
And they have a
more
healthy
complete.
quarterback.
Yeah, they're more complete. They got their starter. Like big win against the Bills, who Alex was saying were Super Bowl
And
contenders.
then against the Falcons week before,
Yeah. So
they
I think
blew
yeah,
them
it's
out.
gonna be easy Jags all around here.
Yeah, I think this is like I think the Bengals last year and the year they went to the Super Bowl, they had like started in like the middle of the year they went on their stretch, and same with like Tampa when they won the Super Bowl, they had their like mid-year stretch where you just win a bunch of games. And I think Jacksonville is like on that right now, to be honest. I don't know what their schedule is, but like until further notice, I think they're on that streak.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Next game, this is simple. I love Bryce Young too, but Panthers at Dolphins. Like it sucks, but it'll be exciting to watch. To be honest, it always is with the Dolphins. But I think Bryce Young's fun to watch too. But Dolphins by a million for me.
So I've heard of a new name for the Dolphins. Last episode, I'm talking about their big three. We're talking about how fast they all are. The Legion of Zoom. The Legion of
I don't
Zoom.
like it.
What I have heard. I've
I
heard
don't
that
like.
from an AFC East guy. He said that's what they're calling them now, and I said, I that's news to me, but I'll run with it. I mean, 13.5 point favorites at home.
We're all Dolphins, right?
Yeah, like what the like
I
like
just want to say
they're getting fed the easiest schedule.
last week against um last
The
week against the
Giants.
Giants, I hit my 50x, which is probably up there one of my biggest parlays, which was Reek Waddle and HN to all score. And I think this week, with HN being injured, I'm going to run it back with Reek Waddle and Mostert. And we're going to try it again because I see a lot. I see a lot of points being scored in this game again. So, you
Someone's got
know,
to score them.
yeah,
I'll
I
probably ride
think
that with you.
I'm gonna ride that trio again. I mean, it's a 50x, man. Like it's worth the sprinkle, especially against teams. If they're gonna win by 2 touchdowns, that I mean, Reed could get 3, Waddle could get 2, but I think they'll space the ball around, and yeah, I like that a lot. And that's pretty much all I have to say about a game like this.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah,
Dolphins win. First
Dolphins.
3 o'clock game though.
Yeah.
This is good, but I think I know what we're all saying. What we're all gonna say. But
Okay.
Pats at Raiders.
This is my game of the weekend. I am absolutely, and I don't know if it's I'm subconsciously doing this to myself because I'm going to see the Raiders later this year, but I am in love with this Raiders team. And it's like the shittiest brand of football that's just carried on the backs of like five total guys.
Who are really good.
Yeah, like it's just the top heaviest team. It's just Jimmy G, it's just Jacoby Myers, just Devontae, just Josh Jacobs and Max Crosby, and sometimes Marcus Peters against the fucking world. Like, there's, it's sad watching them play sometimes, but McDaniel's, uh, at home versus Bill, old team, whatever. I don't care. The Pats showed us who they were. We knew. I think we're gonna keep knowing. They're gonna keep going down the drain, and I think it'll be funny to watch the Raiders do it.
Yeah,
Also, it just plays into the storyline. They're pissed about Jacoby. They're like, "Why the fuck did we get Juju? Look at how shit he is. We should have got Jacoby instead. He's getting basically the same money." So
yeah, this is going in the lay. The Raiders are going in the lay this week, and that's a team that I will not usually want to throw in the lay just because of inconsistency, and that's like what I've been trying
Saints
to base.
exposed the Pats though.
Yeah,
Like
like
bad.
it's just like the Pats, like they are just the opposite of who I thought they were, and this is kind of just like a spite bet for me. But yeah, especially at home, give me the Raiders. If they turn around and Mac Jones just does a masterclass in Las Vegas, like what fucking ever, man. But
I
that's
don't
not
I don't
happening.
think he has the personnel to even do that at this point. And on the other side of the ball, they have so many injuries defensively. Like, bro, they're not locking down or pressuring much.
And do
Like
they even want to at this point? I
this
don't think they
no,
do.
and this is why like it could be like the Josh Jacobs breakout game. Like I think Jacoby will have a good game, and we haven't even said Devonte Adams, like who's like the best player in almost the league type shit sometimes. So I don't know. Easy.
Yeah.
Raiders all around. And then first 325 game, or at least 325 for us. Lions at Bucks. This one's interesting. I would love to take the Bucks, but I just can't.
Yeah.
Lions are. I think they're a really good team. I mean, you said it.
Hutchinson
You
is
said it
so
yesterday on the other pod, Alex. Like, no Amon Ra, they were fine. I don't even think about that. So he's taking the Bucks.
Yeah, I know I said all those
that
things
smirk, that damn smirk, is you always know he's about to go something crazy.
because this is the best home dog of the weekend. I think there might only be like 2 or 3, maybe. I think there's 3. No, 4. 4. Oh my god, we got some good home dogs. But let's see. Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna have to take that one. Coming off of the bye, I think we're not. Honestly, and this might sound crazy, but if you watched Baker and Jared Goff play, you'd be like this. You'd be like, these teams are pretty similar. The way they're playing is pretty
I
similar.
think one team's defense is way better though.
I think one team is so much more complete, and one team has
Yeah.
Hutchinson, who's going to just get after Mayfield every damn play. Like, look at what they did against the Packers. Like, that is going to be the same thing.
And
Like,
this is gonna be a Jared Goff game.
the O lines are damn similar. Packers probably, I would say, has a better O line, and it didn't matter. Hutchinson is going to get after Baker every play. He's going to have no time. It's just not. I don't know. And the Lions' offense, you're not stopping them. They're not going to slow down. The Lions at this point on offense are who they're going to be, and the league needs to understand that. And I don't really, unless they go up against like a Browns defense, I'm not going to expect them to do anything less than 24, 31 points. So, and that defense they've been building is insane. I just think that the Lions, they're the team they're the team in the North that actually has a chance to be the sleeper to actually go somewhere in the playoffs. Like, they're one of the only teams, so I could say maybe they could actually do something against the 49ers. I like them more than the
I mean,
Cowboys.
they have enough if they're healthy, enough weapons to try some things and definitely be
Yeah,
competitive, especially in the playoffs. So are you Lions too?
yeah, I'm taking Lions.
2 Lions, Alex's Bucks. Yeah, that's probably one of the more fun games to watch this week for sure.
And I
3
think
o'clock slates have been really good.
yeah, like I think that's a really good one because also this is like 2 quality teams. Like I think like these are like fun, like you said, fun to watch. But I mean I don't know if Among Us Raw will be back or not. But
I
like
don't think so.
the
No, I don't think Gibbs will. I'm in Rob might.
yeah, I mean Monty will still get a touchdown. Like that was a
Yeah.
lock on the parlay last week. So I don't know if I'll be touching this game in my parlay, but pick. I love the Bucks at home in this one. I mean, it's beautiful down there in St. Petersburg, Florida, wherever the fuck it is, because it's not even in Tampa or something.
No,
So,
that's the Rays.
oh, that's the St. Petersburg Rays. My bad.
Next game, Cardinals at Rams. This one's simple
Ooh.
for me. As much like the Cardinals, they'll
I ain't
probably make it
believing no
fun.
more. Nah,
Probably make it fun, but the Rams by a million here.
it was fun the first few weeks and in some of the games where like basically because they beat the Cowboys, I place so much value on them that is just run out.
I mean, this could be a game where they cover. I'm not gonna say win, but
I think they'll make it entertaining. It'll be competitive.
Rams
That's what's
played.
fun about the Cardinals. They
Did the
suck, but
Rams
they're
play in
good.
Philly last week?
Um, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I don't know though. Maybe it was in SoFi.
Because if it wasn't at
It
SoFi,
probably was SoFi because the Chargers had the bye.
the Rams, it was at SoFi. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know. Maybe the Cardinals do cover this one then, but I still take the Rams to win. You just have such a better team. I just can't
I mean, you
convince
got
myself.
Puka,
Pick.
Cooper Cup,
Yeah, like it's
Kyren
such a
Williams,
nasty
Stafford's been
1-2
on one.
punch.
Even Higbee, and then that defense. It's Aaron Donald and a bunch of young dudes who are balling out. So
You
Rams,
literally, there's nothing. Like they just and they also I think this is an easy win. You're not gonna play all easy teams. This is a win you need to pick up if you want to have a shot to make the playoffs. So
yeah,
yeah, I agree.
this isn't a
It's
team
not.
that wants to like tank or be mid or miss the playoffs.
Rams.
Yeah,
Next
I was
game. Oh, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't have much to say other than I'm gonna take the Rams and probably the Rams to cover. It's not.
Next game, Eagles at Jets. This sucks, dude. The Jets schedule is so tough.
Yeah, my
2-3 though.
I know, but like, who did they played? They beat they beat the Bills, which was huge, and then they just beat the Broncos, but then they lost to the Chiefs. Lost to who else have they lost to? I don't even know. But like, they have a tough schedule, bro. Did
yeah.
they play the Cowboys? Yeah, lost to the Cowboys.
I'm trying to think. Like they've probably covered in like 4 of their games or something.
Give me the
But
Eagles though.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like going into New York, like this isn't
They'll put
like
up a fight like that defense, but dude, just like there's
they
two like
lost. This
AJ
Jets team
Brown
has
and
lost to
Smitty
the
will get in
Pats.
that end zone
That's
somehow.
who they lost to. They've lost to the Pats. Yeah, I don't know. Like AJ Brown's gonna have a day. Like
Yeah,
they're not.
they're gonna find a
Who's
way in that
stopping
end
them?
zone.
Who is stopping them, bro? It's the best
I
offensive
hope they can
line.
stop
Like
the
they've
brotherly
got
shove.
they've got
first.
dogs like CJ Mosley and all those guys, but I just don't think it's enough to stop this powerhouse of a Philly team.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't.
Second best team NFL.
Yeah, like their defense isn't gonna matter when Philly's just tush pushing on every short down. Like
And AJ Brown and
yeah,
Smitty are
it's a
running down the field,
yeah, like it's just not.
and Goddard.
You don't have like you have sauce, but you don't have enough guys to just like.
Hell, if nothing
Um,
works, Swift will run.
Yeah, the Eagles have way too many weapons, so it's just defense wins games, but not here. Not against this team who also has good defense. Like I'm trying to imagine Zach Wilson getting anything done against the Eagles D. Like Slay's getting him one. I feel like.
Probably. Slay
Jalen
usually
Carter
finds one against these
dominance.
bad quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter dominance will continue.
Yeah.
This is
Um,
more EU than the other EU game we just talked about. Like this
Yeah.
is the
Game
most
sucks. I don't even
disgusting.
want to talk about it. Bills
Yeah.
coming off a hot
Can,
loss.
can we kick the
Giants at
Giants
Bills.
out of the league?
Dude, I want to.
Like
This
please,
is okay. So
please flex
this
this
is
game,
Sunday
please.
night
I'm on
football.
my knees begging for this game to be flexed. Like
This is on Sunday night football, man. Like you could flex and give us like
And the
Lions
Giants
at
injury
Bucks.
report is like loaded.
like it's gonna be the longest day of football. Probably like some bullshit's gonna happen. Our parlays are gonna miss by one leg. I'm gonna
We'll have to
lose
like
fantasy.
watch something else during
I'm
it.
gonna lose fantasy by like 1 point, and then I'm gonna have to watch Daniel Jones get embarrassed on Sunday night before I
Literally.
have to wake up for school.
Waiting all week for Sunday night. And then it's literally just Daniel Jones getting his ass kicked again on
Yeah, you
prime.
kind of killed that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
know
I
how
mean, when
you-
you listen to that shit every week, every year, like
I mean, yeah.
But that game sucks. But
Yeah, that
next
game is
game, Monday night, I want to
shit, we didn't even talk about it.
Yeah,
What is there to say?
I don't want to talk about it. Like Giants,
Okay.
you said it best. They shouldn't be in the league.
Yeah.
But next game, I want you guys to go first because
Alex,
I don't know who you guys are gonna pick. I think I know who Alex might pick.
oh, yeah,
Cowboys
I
at
know,
Chargers.
I know Alex is taking the Chargers.
Yeah,
Home dog. Dog.
Home dog. It's like my math teacher. Every time we get something right, he says hot dog. Home dog.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Is
And
how I feel about
I
the Cowboys.
also actually no, fuck it. Give me the Cowboys bounce back. I'm not
okay, then
doing
give
it.
me the Chargers because we have every same pick, Gavin. So I want to pick different than
Yeah,
you on
you
this
know
last
what?
one.
What the fuck? Y'all had all the same picks before that?
Yeah, dude. I mean, a lot. We have most of
Nah,
us have the same picks.
Imagine the 16-0 week comes down to
Your
Cowboys.
your
Chargers.
different picks
Gavin,
are
Gavin, the
Alex.
16-0 week comes down to Cowboys Chargers. Do you really want to be on the Cowboys side?
No, but Alex, if you had
Yeah, I do.
16-0, your different picks are Titans over Ravens, Seahawks over
Bucks.
Bengals, Bucks over Lions, and then Chargers if we both go Cowboys. Or I don't know what you're doing. I'm
Oh,
picking
I'm-
whatever Gavin's not. That's all
Chargers.
I'm
No,
doing.
yeah, I'm going Cowboys because I don't care.
I want to
not-
go Cowboys. I think
it's
they're
not
going to
their
come
NFC
back.
rival. It's not their NFC rival, so they might actually be able to put up 40 points. Chargers
Yeah.
defense doesn't. Chargers defense isn't the Niners defense. Chargers defense isn't anything that scares me. I think that return to see the explosive Cowboys offense. I think Pollard will get him his touchdowns. I think this will be a high scoring game, and I think that if the Cowboys defense is able to force a couple takeaways, and does Justin Herbert okay? Like they're banged up. I know Eckler's back. It's good, but I think that on the defense side of the ball, the Cowboys are gonna come away with one or two turnovers that I don't. I mean, maybe we'll see Dak in his true state throw more picks, but
I think
I
you're gonna
don't
get a
think
Pollard game.
I don't think they can afford that.
I
Yeah, I
think it's
think
gonna have to be a Pollard game
I
because
think
Dak's
CD.
back.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna get it going. I think we'll probably still see Dak plays for sure, probably some picks. But I think you're gonna see like him throw into the offense, making some plays. I think CD will get involved. I think Pollard will be very effective in the run game and maybe catching some passes. But like, I want to pick the Cowboys just because of that defense. I think they're probably just gonna get after Herbert. But I don't want to pick the same team as Gavin, and honestly, I will take like the better quarterback over like trying to overcome the defense. So give me the Chargers. I don't
yeah. I'm not
even.
gonna lie. I was
Mike
like,
Williams is hurt, right? Like he's out for the year or something. Like,
yeah,
well,
Yeah,
Keenan Allen's enough, and
ACL.
like Josh Palmer. So like, yeah, run
yeah.
it
I was
Chargers.
I was seconds away from saying give me the Chargers, but last minute switch up. I think that the Cowboys can have an explosive game, so I'm take the
They need
Cowboys.
around.
Uh, I don't know. I think Cowboys are done. Like you had your shot. You just showed if you make it to the playoffs, even if you improve, like bro, there's no improving from that. Like look at their roster. The only thing that's gonna happen is they're either gonna have acquired other players or people are injured. Like this team ain't getting better than what they showed.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, I agree with you due to the playoffs, but I think they can beat the Chargers on Monday Night Football. Like, I don't think that those two correlate, but I guess to each their own. I mean, they probably will sell. Like I said, I was going to take the Chargers, but for sake of being different,
hell yeah.
That was
I
week
do want
6.
to. I did think of one thing. To talk about. Goodell was like, there's a video of him. He got asked about like having like teams in London or like a team in London, and he said like teams plural, and was talking about how like that's why like these teams are testing this year because they're trying to see like the Jaguars were there for 2 weeks, and he was saying that's to see like if there was multiple teams there, you'd probably go there for a few weeks and play those teams. You know what I mean? And not like
yeah,
go flip flopping back. So just interesting to hear him talk about um like teams gonna be in London or just in not America.
That's just it's
Because it's
crazy.
exciting and I feel like it's inevitable. But it's
yeah,
just like I feel like you just got to figure out the best way to do it because people are gonna have to live there. Like a lot
yeah.
of different stuff.
Can
So
you imagine graduating from Alabama and you're drafted number 1 to the London Royal Panties or some bullshit? Like
yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine spending my
Great
whole
life
fucking life
experience, but
doing that.
like, are you getting taxed by like the queen or the king? I mean, or
I also think the funny thing about like that is like but like who the fuck is gonna own those teams? Like no way they're gonna make that much money. Like what does it even look like for like TV? Like are they just playing all their games at like 6 o'clock over there?
yeah,
Like every
it
game's
would
a
be
night
really
game for
weird.
them. Also like if there was multiple teams out there and those guys are all staying out there, what they just like they only play away games at like their other divisions or something. I don't know. It'd be weird. I guess you'd have to do like tours. Like
Right. It
you'd have
would
to have
change
a
up.
division come in and play like all those games and then have all like the EU teams like come over and play their like away games.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Logistically, it's definitely possible. I mean, I watch F1 and it's like they have to transport all of that shit and pack it up and move it across the globe. So like the NFL will have no problem moving players and pads around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting though. But I think that about does it for this pod.
Yeah, it's
I
another good
hope
week
one
of
of us goes
football on the
16
way.
and 0. I hope it's not Gavin because that means I go 15 and 1.
Podlay, before
Yeah,
we
I know.
go,
It's real.
I gotta pick. Honestly, we're riding with the boys this week. Titans plus 3.5 is going on. We'll ride with the boys again. Saints minus 1.5 going on with the Kamara touchdown. SGP plus play. Kamara touchdown to go with that. And then, you know what? We'll go with the Chargers on Monday night. We'll have it wait till Monday night, and then we'll sweat it out then. So that's the 4-legger.
So I usually go for 1 unit plus 1,000. This week I'm switching and I'm going 2 units plus 500. I like that a lot more instead of chasing a higher payout. I'm just going to double my units. Give me Atlanta at home, give me Minnesota on the road, give me the Raiders, and give me the Niners. All money lines plus 528. I love those four. It's going to double up on the units there. And we'll see you guys. See you guys on
Next week, sometime next week.
Yeah.
Also, Fortnitemares update came out, so make sure to hop on
Oh,
Fortnite.
The Astros have officially moved on, and it's looking like the Diamondbacks are too.
So we're gonna have a Texas ALCS. It looks like the Blackhawks just lost, but Diamondbacks are playing. Ben, your Phillies won tonight as well because I don't know, they're your Phillies because you said they were winning, so you just got claimed to them.
Yeah, you can
Braves look like a bunch of fucking ass, man. Their pitching is terrible. Max Fried needs to not sell when he gets back out there.
Be the best team in baseball and then not be the best team in baseball when it matters.
It also would be really disappointing for the Dodgers, I think. I mean, I get the Diamondbacks are good, but you have the media. I know you guys probably weren't as much in the baseball as I was, but the media was trying to convince me that Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman are like NL MVP candidates. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here, man. It's just because they're on the Dodgers. Like, these guys.
4-0, bottom of the fourth. I think they did it. Obviously, I'm not writing the Dodgers off, but I think that
third, they just can't. The D-backs have been just slugging. I don't know.
Shout out Corbin Carroll. Shout out Corbin Carroll.
I mean, the Dodgers have had trouble scoring.
Yeah, they haven't.
In these 3 games, the D-backs have scored 19 to the Dodgers 4 runs.
That is pretty ridiculous. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
But that will do it for pod number 31.
Astros are going to win the World Series.
Rangers.
Phillies are. We will see you guys next
week.